Ignite the spark within oneself to light the path of holistic health.
Hello, welcome to the Holy Health Podcast. I'm your host, Mitch. Thanks for joining us today. And as always, I have here the doer of all things, the task stacking queen, the woman behind the scenes, my wife, Amanda. Thanks for joining us today.
Of course. I feel like I need like a crown for my queenship.
You are.
I saw this thing on Instagram.
You are my queen.
Did you see it? Did I send it to you?
What?
I can't remember exactly. I'm going to butcher it. But it was like, the reason why a man should cook is because they call it cook king, not cook queen. And I was like, amen.
Yes.
Amen.
But then what would the women do?
Queen up.
Did you make that up just now?
No, I found it in the comments.
Okay.
I wish I could have.
I was going to say that'd be good.
So, I think I sent it to you. Have you been on Instagram today?
No.
Cool. So, yeah. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, crown. That's what made me think of that, because queen of task stacking.
Yes.
I would rather be the task stacking queen than the cook queen.
I'm the cook king.
I know.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, how are you today? What would you like to share?
How am I today? What would I like to share? I feel like I'm in therapy. What do you have
I'm
to
asking
share?
the questions.
How am I? I'm okay, I would say. We've been having some sleeping issues lately.
I feel like you had a little pep in your step yesterday.
Yesterday was good. Today was not great. I mean, it was okay, but like, we've been having a lot of sleeping problems lately. We're figuring that out. We need a bigger bed. All of the children, the 2 cats and Lily.
All the children.
Lily sleep in the bed with us now, and there's no room for the people. So, because we we can't just move them.
I'm like sideways.
So, yeah, he slept diagonally. I was like curled up like a little
You have like a section.
Yeah, it's not good. So, I haven't been sleeping well. And this morning I woke up because I'm not sleeping well. And I was not in a very good mood. I struggled hardcore.
Yeah, when I'm tired, I don't really want to deal with life.
And I had a busy weekend at school and whatever. But
I need my beauty sleep.
I'm very much like a roller coaster. I'm like the weather. The Pennsylvania weather in March is how I am.
Emotionally.
Yeah. One day it's like 75 and sunny, and I'm like,
it's the best thing ever.
And then the next day it's like 32 and snowing, and I'm like, there too. So yeah, that's how I am, I guess. Yeah, not too much happening over here other than schooling. That's kind of top of mind for me.
Good. Should be.
That.
Top priority.
Which I guess I could speak to that real quick too, because I will probably forget. I am in school, as we know, because you definitely listened to last week's episode all about us and our reintroduction to ourselves, but I am in homeopathy school. And currently I am starting to begin to accept clients as a homeopath. So this is under supervision from qualified homeopaths through the school, but you get to work with me through a discounted rate. And then I will take the case and basically get it signed off by a qualified homeopath.
It's like mentorship.
Yeah. But you can work with me, yours truly, for a discounted rate. If you're interested in homeopathy, you can message me anywhere that I'm linked down below. Our email's down there too, so you can just shoot an email for more information, or however you want to message me, Instagram, wherever. And let me know that you're interested, because I am looking for clients. I need a sizable amount of clients to graduate. So that journey begins.
Which I
in April.
think we have a homeopathy episode scheduled.
We do. It is coming up.
Let me check my notebook.
I think in April.
Is it in April?
Probably.
It is.
Yep.
April 9th.
So that will be coming if you want to learn more. But if you want to get scheduled, it'll take a couple of weeks to kind of have your first appointment and then to start your protocol, your remedies, your prescription. So if you're interested, you should let me know now. Because
homeopathy is an extremely
suppressed.
well, yeah, I was gonna say
Oh.
scientific
Yes.
medicine that has been around since the beginning of things.
About 200
Uh,
years.
yeah, like I guess when I say the beginning of things, I mean like developing the medical craft.
Oh, it
Like
was
it was like the original medicine.
it was at the forefront. The allopaths
Like
swept
homeopathy came
in.
into scene
Yeah.
like around the same time they were still cutting people's legs off and leeches and making you throw
Yeah.
up and poop yourself as
Using
healing.
mercury and all of that. Yeah,
Yeah.
allopathy was very barbaric at the time, and homeopathy was not. And homeopathy was just like going, like it was cruising and crazy increasing. It was crazily increasing in popularity.
Yeah.
And then some nefarious things took place, which you will learn about in that
Which we'll
future
get into,
episode.
but
And then it became greatly suppressed. But the founder of homeopathy, Dr. Samuel Hahnemann, is the only medical doctor who has a monument in Washington, D.C., and he is not even from the U.S., he's from Germany. So, what does that tell you?
interesting.
Crazy, but we'll get into all of that in the homeopathy episode next month. But if you're interested in working with me with homeopathy, let me know.
Definitely something to look into.
You had an interesting story. I don't know if you want to share it now or if you want to share it later with feeling like you had food poisoning.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that would fit right in. So when was that? That would have been last week.
Yeah.
Probably like middle of the week or something. I think it was like my second day of work or something like that. And I like can't miss work right now. And I woke up at like 11:30 because we go to bed early.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are like still awake at that time.
Like what? That's why I said PM.
Yeah. And I was like in a daze. It was like really weird. I was like dreaming, and then like I realized that I was sick. I was like, I don't feel good, and this is weird. Like, I know this feeling, and I don't like it, and this isn't good. And so I woke up. This is after like me trying to fall back asleep, and I like said to you, I was like, "Hey, are you awake?"
No.
And
for once, no, but I am now.
I was like, "How do you feel? Are you okay? Do you feel okay?"
Yep.
And I was like, "Well, I'm sick." So you went and grabbed your first aid kit of homeopathy remedies, and you said, "Here, take this." So I just opened my mouth, and you threw a pilule in, and literally within like minutes, totally changed, gone. Like,
it's crazy.
Worked through it. And what I thought was really weird was like probably like an hour or two later, I woke up again, basically drenched in sweat.
But you felt okay.
Yeah, but I felt good. So I had to like get out of bed and like wipe myself off because I was so sweaty, and like the sheet that was laying on top of me was wet. So that was kind of gross. But,
definitely.
That was cool.
But it was
experience.
it was your first experience with homeopathy where it was like, whoa, that did something.
Yeah, because like I haven't had one yet. I've taken some remedies here and there, not anything consistent, but I haven't had like a wow moment. That was definitely a wow moment.
And that was just one dose.
Works.
You only had one tiny little pilule.
Yeah.
I gave you another one, kind of proactively, but you had that one, and it went.
Yeah. So that was super cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm on a protocol. Is that what you guys call it?
Or you could call it that.
Detox thing for marijuana.
Yeah.
Through homeopathy, which I feel like it's doing something, but there's so many things that have changed in my life that it's really hard to say.
Well, the other day I was like, why are you in such a good mood? Like, he was like playful and smiling and laughing and joking and doing things that he hasn't done for a really long time.
Yeah.
And I was like suspicious. I'm like,
you're like, what's going on?
What are you doing? And then later, somebody was talking about one of the remedies that he's taking, and like a keynote of it is like laughter. And I was like, oh my gosh, I think the remedies are working.
Mm-hmm.
So, some cool stuff can happen with homeopathy. And if you're interested, last time I'll say it for this episode, let me know. How are you? What do you have to share?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think that was a good thing to share. And then, yeah, I've had a lot of life-changing events occur over the past month and a half. We'll say 2 months. Past 2 months of my life has been like crazy awesome, pretty much. Like, definitely a lot of work involved in like doing different things, but it's been great.
Good.
So, pretty happy about
Long
that.
time coming.
Yeah. Felt like I was pretty much like suffering for like 6 years.
Same. Still
And
am.
yeah, you're still in that.
Yeah.
Which is funny. We just said the other day, like, when are we ever gonna get on the same page where like we're both feeling great?
Yeah.
Because it's like always like me, and then you're not, or like you are and I'm not. So hopefully soon we'll get there.
That would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah, we can get a lot done if we're both on the same page, you know?
Definitely.
We
Yeah.
both feel good. We could just be like super productive.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm sure I'll talk more about that stuff later, but we have episodes planned. Here's a mollusk.
Molly is here to
joining
say,
us.
hey. Hi, Molly.
So, yeah, we actually sat down for once and we scheduled out episodes.
We did.
So we have a plan because that's what you do.
That's how I like it.
That's how things work well.
Yeah.
When you have plans. You have to plan and prepare.
Definitely.
That's the key to success.
For sure.
So, today we are going to talk about the million health and fitness trends that are out there right now. The allure of some of these things, the marketing strategies. What?
Strategy.
Strategies?
Strategy.
Yeah. That word sounds really weird to me for some reason.
I think you were saying it wrong. Strategy.
Strategy.
Yeah.
What was I saying? Strategy.
We'll have to play it back and see.
Saturday. But look at Molly. She's just an elegant creature.
Yes.
So yeah, we're going to talk about all that stuff. Where would you like to go first? Because there's so many things that I have on the handy dandy notebook here.
First, I would like to ask you if you...
Oh yeah, it's like I skipped ahead too far.
If money was not an object and you could support your health and fitness through any modality, no financial concerns, what would that look like?
I would probably have some type of, I don't know, where do I live? Do I live here?
I don't know.
I was just thinking of like going somewhere to get like cold plunges and like a sauna or like...
So why don't you just put one in your house?
I guess I could just buy one.
Yeah,
I could do that. I could just put it here.
Why would you go somewhere?
Yeah. So yeah, I'd just do that.
So you would do like contrast therapy stuff?
I definitely want a sauna. I want an infrared light sauna.
I know which one I want, but they're so expensive.
A little bit of red light.
They're not so expensive
mixed in there. I can add some red light to it. But yeah, I want a sauna specifically for the winter time because I don't sweat enough in the winter.
Same.
So I would want something in the winter time to get some toxins out. I feel like in the winter we're just like storing stuff up, you know?
Definitely, it's gross. I mean, I have the sauna blanket, but it's also kind of gross.
Yeah.
Like you have to wear obviously clothes so you don't burn yourself, and then you just sweat in the clothes. Which you do sweat. I definitely sweat, but I would prefer a real sauna too at some point.
Yeah,
So that's what you would get?
Yeah, I would get a sauna, and then I would probably get like an ice bath type of thing that I
So
could
you're
do.
just like standard bro biohacking.
Yeah, what else am I gonna do? I don't know. We have the mat, the red light mat that I don't use. Different red lights. So I don't know, what else do I need?
I don't know.
I mean, when you wake up and you look this good,
I guess
mean, what?
you don't need anything else.
Yeah, it's just.
It's true.
you just need a sauna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're good to go. Cool.
Should probably get some test.
Really?
Yeah, shoot some test.
Liar.
I wouldn't do that.
Please don't.
What about you?
I would buy a beach house in the tropics and live in it.
Okay, I didn't know that we could go that route.
Well, you said money's not an option,
Yeah, but
it's not a concern.
Buying a house in a
Well,
tropical area
here's what it does.
does not. I understand what that would do, but
very much aligned with health and fitness because I am able to watch the sun every single day. I'm at the ocean. I'm getting all the goods from that environment. My food's on point. I mean, it hits all the boxes.
you got me.
I'm going big.
You are.
I'm not going for sauna cold plunge. I'm going big.
I just need a sauna.
Yeah. Money doesn't matter. Just give me a $5,000 sauna, please.
Yeah, just something little.
Cool.
Yeah, I didn't think we could go that big.
Why not?
I don't know. I didn't think that was in the criteria.
There wasn't any.
You pushed the boundaries of the question.
What do you want to change your answer?
No.
Okay. So.
You don't like your feet being touched, Molly.
Don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. So now can we get into the meat of the show?
Go ahead.
Now that
You're
ruined it.
Ruined it.
Ruined the flow. Yeah. So I'm sure if you're listening to this show, you're probably listening to other health topics and consuming.
And you need to stop.
Yeah, only listen to us.
Nothing else.
But you're probably consuming other content on social media that is either some type of fitness influencer or a health and wellness person, somebody that's trying to sell you something, somebody that's like really big into this supplement thing, or somebody that does mold detoxes, or somebody that does parasite cleanses, somebody that does lip filler and makeup and cosmetology and whatever the hell else you're doing. So like there's a whole lot of content out there in the health and fitness space as a whole. Which I feel like is a different segment of holistic health altogether. Like, I don't know if it really fits in, like, health obviously, but like the fitness side of things, like I said last episode, I don't think it really, fitness doesn't tie in real well to the holistic world. That's my opinion, but
I mean, they both have a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But lots of things that you're seeing out there. So we kind of I guess we would like to go through all of them that we can think of and just kind of maybe assess why some of them may be good, some might be bad. Why do you need it? Do you need to take this?
We're just rating current health and fitness trends.
Like, what information do you need to know? And then, like, is it actually going to benefit your life?
Yeah. Long term.
And are you a person that actually needs this substance?
Yeah.
You know? Because, like, I feel like today's world, everybody's just trying everything, and there's like there's no experts, there's no gatekeepers, there's no like, hey, maybe like this isn't a good fit for you. It's all influenced by dollars and money.
That's one reason. I mean, you can definitely don't do it, but you can use AI for homeopathy. Like you could type in your symptoms to be like, which homeopathic remedy, blah blah blah. But there's so much that goes into it that that's not a good idea, and for a lot of reasons, which we can touch on in the homeopathy podcast episode. But
That's like basic. I mean,
but with homeopathy, that's what I love because there's so much information and content that I'm receiving through school that like is not out there.
right.
Like you can't get on Instagram or a blog post and find this information.
Mm-hmm.
There are like, I don't know, there are things that like you kind of have to have that.
You got to buy the book.
That teacher or that guide to show you like, hey, look in this area. Hey, this is what this means. You know, type of thing.
Nobody's reading the
Love
books
it.
anymore.
No.
We're Googling things.
AI
and we're
pops
getting,
up and you
we're
say,
getting
oh,
the
there's
AI
the answer.
overview of all of the answers.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a whole problem in itself. But
All
let's
right,
just jump into
Let's
it.
do it.
Let's do HRT.
No. HRT is the new birth control.
Hormone replacement therapy.
And I don't mean it's the new birth control as in it's not going to help you get pregnant. I mean, it's like the new trendy
cure-all
thing that women are choosing to do.
Yes. And men.
Yeah.
So my biggest pet peeve about this one is the men, the toxic masculine men on social media. I'm thinking of one in particular who they're very fit, obviously. They got the abs, the lean muscle mass, you know, they're jacked. They're rich. They got a hot girlfriend, and they show you. They're
selling the lifestyle.
They're showing you.
I don't know who we're talking about, but they're selling the lifestyle.
Look at me. I work so hard. If you want to look like me, this is how hard you have to work. Blah, blah, blah. And all this stuff. Like working out like super hard. Like he's probably in his 40s. And he's like crushing workouts multiple times a day. Just.
I'll cut it out. Who are we talking about?
Chris Cavallini.
I don't know who that is.
I've showed you him before.
Maybe. Okay, anyways, go ahead.
So like that is very untruthful.
Definitely. I mean, that is like the spokesperson of, not this person, but like in general, of the fitness industry. That is like, if you think of fitness industry, I think of this. I could picture a million different people.
Yeah, I mean that's what they do. They video themselves working out, which I've done and I do. And then they tell you this is how hard you have to work, and if you want to look like me, this is what you have to do. And people believe it because there's truth to that, but they're not telling you that by the way, I'm actually doing enough testosterone that I feel like I'm 21. Like everyone that's 21 feels great and wants to work out hard as possible.
Yeah.
When I was 21, I was on the top of a mountain. I could do anything, run, and I could drink beer all weekend and play rugby and then work out on Sunday and Monday. Like there was no stopping me.
And now you get 6 hours of sleep and you're like, oh my God. Like, not really, but you know, it's like different.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's different. As you get older, things change and you develop, and like, you don't feel that way all the time. But as a society, that's what we want. We want to feel that way all the time. And this, like, displaying this is a lie. And that's what I don't like about it. I don't like we're fronting vanity, and we're fronting this persona of like, this is how you have to be successful like me. But meanwhile, I'm on performance enhancing drugs, monitored by doctors, and I have the money to spend thousands and thousands of dollars each month to do these drugs, to perform at such a high level, and to look a certain way. But if you just dial in your nutrition, if you buy my nutrition supplements that I'm selling, you'll look like me too, and you'll feel just as good as me. It's just total scam bullshit.
Here's what I don't like about it. So even if you are openly talking about it, or I mean, we can tell. Like, if somebody is partaking in this, most of the time you can tell. I'm thinking about a specific woman who's very popular in the fitness and health space who talks a lot about nutrition. What I don't like is that nobody's addressing why we need to replace hormones. Like, what is going on in your life that you have hormonal imbalances anyways? Like, nobody's talking about that. Like, is there a lifestyle change that you can make? It's like, this is not on the list, and this would open a whole can of worms, and it's a topic for a different day, but it's like IVF. I'm not saying, like, IVF should be outlawed or anything, but, like, if you can't get pregnant, there's a reason you can't get pregnant.
Right.
And so we're kind of overriding the body with IVF to try to become pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of what HRT is doing. It's like you're overriding your body saying, like, hey, my hormones are not great. And you're just, ignore that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to replace you with something else that isn't quite what you want or need, but it does the job.
Similar concept of when somebody has a lot of knee pain or like back pain, shoulder pain, whatever. Oh, we'll get rid of that for you with a cortisone shot.
Mm-hmm.
We'll give you a shot of steroid, and that'll get rid of the inflammation, and you won't feel pain anymore.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we've found out that cortisol actually does the opposite. It kind of like breaks things down further, which, yeah, you get that immediate relief, but then you need another dose of cortisone. Quicker, faster, and every single time it gets worse and worse and worse.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're going to mask the pain for a little bit. We're going to fix the problem, air quotes, for those that aren't watching, and then it's all going to come right back. And, like, you actually didn't fix it. You just kind of put it under the rug for a little bit, and then, the dirt is going to come back out.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like, once you're on, you're on. It's like birth control. It's like, oh, yeah, take the birth control. And then once you try to get off, you're like, oh my God, look at my body. Like, it's terrible. And like, anything that you have to be on for the rest of your life is something that you got to sit long and hard and think about. In my opinion.
Huge caution to that.
Yeah.
I don't know of anything that you could, other than like drinking water, those basic things, that you take every day that is actually benefiting your life. And that doesn't do more harm than good.
Yeah, I mean, it looks good, and it might help you to feel good for a period of time. But on deeper levels, there are some concerns.
For sure.
What's next?
So, that's HRT. Do you need it? I would say, trying to think of an example that, I mean, there's always going to be outliers to where maybe there's a middle-aged man who he's feeling like crap, and you give him some test, he feels better, and things get better in some way.
There's always the, what about this person? What about that person? We're not speaking about those people. When we talk about...
But even then, I would say the caveat to that is like what you were saying. Why is that man feeling that way?
Yeah, like you might need to change your lifestyle.
Instead of, hey, let's look at the lifestyle that you're living. It's, well, quick solution, how about some tests? Yeah. That's going to make you feel great.
Yeah.
It's going to make you feel like you're 21 again. Well, of course I want that.
Yeah, I would rather do that. Of course I would
take that.
Yeah.
That's an easy road right there.
Address my stress and my nutrition and my circadian rhythms and everything else.
Yeah, addictions.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
so
way easier path. Give me the test.
That's my thing. I'm like, why do you potentially need this in the first place?
Right. So you got to address the problem at the core, which is very hard to do. When you're dealing with hormones, men and women, it's way more complicated than what anybody wants to deal with.
Oh, for sure. And you have to do these
Specifically
lifestyle changes, and like it's a thing. But that's what you got to do.
Men, I think obviously they have got a lot easier when it comes to anything. When it comes to like the physical body, so like a man that has low testosterone, keep abbreviating it, but man that has low testosterone, they can do some really basic things and they're gonna see results.
Yeah.
They clean up their diet, stop watching so much TV, maybe eat some more meat, and your test is probably gonna go up. Like you do some basic stuff. And
yeah, women have to move to Mexico and break up with their boyfriends and give their kids away and do all these extreme things.
Yeah.
Not really, that's exaggerated, but it's like you have to do more.
Yeah.
Typically.
You got to bend over backwards.
Definitely.
7 times to get anywhere. But,
yeah.
But at the same time, I'm thinking of a person specifically who they were super overweight. This is a female. Super overweight, like 300 plus pounds, like big girl. She's tall, but still big girl. And she lost a lot of weight, probably 100 pounds. And she got down to like 230, 240, maybe 220, somewhere between 220 and 240. And she was a past client. So I was like working with her, trying to help her with stuff. And she never gave up. She just kept going. She was running, she's walking, she's doing all the things, I don't know what her nutrition was like. It probably wasn't great. But she got on some HRT and she's losing a bunch of weight. She's looking good.
Currently? Or was this back then?
Yeah, currently.
Oh, yeah?
This is pretty recent. But yeah, she's...
Yeah, I mean, it'll make it happen. I'm not saying that it's not going to make you lose weight or look better or feel better. But like you said, nutrition, like what's your sleep, what's your stress, what's your lifestyle, trauma? Are you doing too much as a woman with movement? Like, we have to get 10,000 steps and we have to strength train and we have to stretch and we have to, do all of these things. And it's like, you tell me all the time that I work out too much. I do too much. So there's so many components that you can address and look at before you commit to that.
You have to think about stress.
Yeah,
stress,
it's huge.
Generic stress. Everything is stress.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
It
so
is.
if you're doing all of the things, you have too much stress.
Yeah.
So you have to be able to prioritize what stress do you want to apply to your life. Mm-hmm. Because you're going to have stress that is you're not willingly putting it in your life. Mm-hmm. It's happening to you.
Yeah.
So you can't control that.
Yeah, and the more stressed you are, like with external factors, not the less that you should be doing, but potentially the more gentle you should be.
You have to be aware of it.
Scaling it back, yeah.
You have to be aware of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the big pet peeves with HRT. I see it all the time. Don't listen to it. Don't buy into it. If you're seeing people that are like in their 40s crushing workouts constantly, they're probably on some sauce. And that's not doing you any favors thinking, hey, I could be just like them. No, you can't. You can't be just like them because you're not on testosterone. You're not on performance-enhancing drugs. And you don't want to be. So you're not going to be like them. So it's an illusion. It's untruthful. So don't fall into that trap. But there are a lot of things that you can do regardless. You just don't have to be like those people. Next. Let's see. Might as well go right into it because it's kind of like the same line.
Should we lump them together or not?
What? Peptides and GLP-1?
Mm-hmm.
No, probably the GLP-1 we can talk separately because we might have to do an episode strictly on the GLP-1 because it's so popular.
Well, I would prefer to do one on both of them.
Both peptides and they're
they're like friends,
Well, GLP-1 is a peptide.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, peptides.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of different peptides. GLP-1 is probably the one that's most popular right now.
It's the pharmaceutical. What do they consider? Diabetes weight loss drug. Ozempic.
Yeah.
Mounjaro. That's kind of what that is.
What's the W one?
Wegovy or
Wegovy.
yeah.
Yeah. So peptides, there's a lot of different ones. A lot of fitness people use, they call it the Wolverine stack. It's like BPC 157 and I forget what the other one is. But you stack them together and it heals joints and ligaments and all of these things, blah, blah, blah. So people that have like MMA fighters, football, like professional people that are having like these big injuries, they take some of these and boom, instead of 16 weeks or 3 months of being out of commission, they shrink that time down to a very small window. And you could be thinking, what's the downsides, right?
Nobody talks about any downsides.
What's the downsides to doing a peptide, which is natural, right? Naturally derived chemicals, which is pretty much just amino acids. So it can be like a bunch of them, like 30, 40, 50, however many are together to form this chain, which becomes this new drug. And some of them are naturally derived from us or animals or whatever else. But, you know, why wouldn't this amazing healing power be beneficial? Well, the negative side effects would be not experiencing side effects, which means whenever you have something that comes into your body that can heal wounds, decrease inflammation like absurdly, make you feel great, and basically accelerate growth. So let's say you have something that isn't supposed to be growing and you're on a peptide. So now this thing is going to start growing at a faster rate, uncontrollably, without you knowing it, because you have no signaling power to inform you what's happening. Because the peptide basically takes over those inflammatory processes and things that would give you signals of like, hey, there's a problem over here. So that's kind of why it's a bad idea, just because of the potential of cancer, tumor growth, things of that nature. Like if you have like a chronic issue that this peptide would be masking, and then it would be creating a bigger problem down the line because you don't know what's happening in you because the peptide is masking the communication that your body is giving you. So kind of like it turns it off because it's inflammation. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I think like chronic inflammation obviously is not a good thing. Like we don't want that. But inflammation is not a bad thing. Like inflammation has a time and a place, and like you said, it is a signal to your body. Like, hey, something's going on here that I am trying to address. And when we get to the chronic state, then yeah, we have a problem and we need to address that. But like you said, when you address it with something like a peptide, which I'm not 100% against, I think there can be a time and a place, but I am 100% against the Instagram influencer sphere of this, where anybody can take a 2-hour course and be a peptide coach, and then like they're selling peptides to their millions of followers and telling them how they're the best thing ever. And then their followers just like get on these peptides. I don't like any of that. I think that's a really bad idea. And I think a lot of people who don't need to be on peptides are on peptides, and a lot of people are ignoring their foundational health because of a peptide. It's like the HRT. It's very similar. It's like, well, I don't want to, stop drinking on the weekends, and I don't want to stop running marathons and 100-mile races, and I don't want to stop doing this or start doing that or whatever. So I'll just get on some peptides, and then I don't have to. And it's like, I get it, but also no. Like, we're about foundational health here. And yeah, there could be a time and a place for a peptide, but most times and most places are not where I'm going to be like, yeah, let's do peptides.
Yeah, I agree. The marketing behind it is good.
But it's bad, but it's good.
Yeah, they're going to get you.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. They're going to get you.
I mean, it's everywhere. And if you look in the comments of like peptide reels and posts and stuff,
comment peptide, and then everyone's like, peptides, sell me one. I want one. And who knows if those are bots or like real people.
Everybody is so defensive. If somebody's like, not sure if that's a great idea, there are a million people in the comments telling you how it changed their life and it's the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
But it's just like anything else that has been trendy in the past. Like, it's so new. Like, it is still way too new. It's like the COVID vaccine. Not with the same potential risks necessarily, but, people lined up for that a few years ago, and now we're seeing the repercussions of that happening, unfortunately. And with peptides, I think there could be some downsides. There could be some negative side effects and things that occur, especially because it's like the wild, wild west out there with like Instagram influencers and stuff promoting them so heavily. And, in a couple years, it could be like, ooh. And also the conversation of once you start down this road, are you on them forever? How are you getting off of them?
Some of them.
Nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about how do I get off a GLP-1 and not gain all the way back or not, have these side effects.
Yeah.
Because what you're doing a lot is you're like masking the problem.
Yeah, I don't think that peptides are like a no matter what. But I feel like, well, I say that in regards to the GLP-1 specifically, because I think the other ones are more like vanity focused and like modern, like I want this thing now, so I'm going to do a peptide.
Well, and that's the issue too.
Yeah,
a lot of people do them for weight loss.
The motivation behind the peptides is not good. It's not from a good place. It's not from purity. It's not from like helping people. It's for making money. And the pharmaceutical industry has done a really good job at infiltrating the holistic space.
That's
like
that's
and people are just eating it up. They're like, "Oh, it's the next best thing." Like, guys, you guys have not been paying attention at all. Like, Big Pharma has pretty much taken over the peptide industry.
Everybody hated on, the COVID vaccine and vaccines. Like, vaccines are not in a good space right now in society because so many people are starting to question them and pull back from partaking. So what happens? Well, 4, 5, 6 years later, here come the GLP-1s.
Yep. Oh, you don't want to take our vaccine? How about a peptide?
Everybody wants on them because skinny is back in and everybody wants to lose weight. Everybody wants to look good. And that's the main motivator for it. Not everybody, but a lot of these people who are partaking in the specific category of peptides.
Yeah. I can't think of the term that they use currently. I'll think of it. It'll come to mind. But they're using a term for these certain pharmaceutical drugs that puts them into a different category of like legalities and their ability to sell things. And which what they did was they captured the market, the peptide market, through this term, which I can't, it's not coming to mind yet, but it will eventually throughout this podcast. Uh, through this certain word that they're using, they're allowed to pretty much capture the peptide market because the third party peptide companies who were making peptides on their own, they were doing a great job at making peptides. They didn't have as much problems, or they didn't have the overarching like big pharma over top of them. They could do a better job, and they could make great products. But what happened was, because of this wording and the legalities behind this wording, the third party peptide creators have now basically gotten like funneled into like slower processing, and like basically preventing them from providing the service that they were providing. And they have to kind of like go through these different avenues and different red tape because of the pharmaceutical industry capturing the peptide market. And I really wish I could think of that word.
It'll come to you. What's
It's
next?
like it's on the tip of my tongue.
It's
gonna bother the heck out of me.
It'll be all right.
You hear it on the commercials. They say it. It's the new word that they're using. It's gonna drive me nuts. So yeah, the other big peptide, GLP-1s. So this one, I think it can be beneficial. I think it could be a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think I could too, but I think a lot of people who are partaking, it is not a good thing.
So we're in a position.
If you have 20 pounds to lose, I don't think you need to take a peptide to lose it. Sorry.
No, yeah.
Or GLP-1, same thing, whatever.
We're in a state in our culture that the majority of people in America are overweight and obese. The majority. Which is baffling. If you really think about it, when you go around town and you look at people, the majority of people that you see and come across are going to be overweight and obese.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, but it's true. Just go to the store.
So
they're all there.
There's another category. Like once you get to obese, like you're fat. Like you need to lose weight. But the overweight category can be misleading because of the BMI scale. Do you have muscle mass? Like for me, I'm overweight.
Mm-hmm.
I have 8% body fat. Like I'm not worried about anything, So like there was a point in time where when I was closer to 200 pounds, I was on the line of obesity and overweight. Like I
think the BMI scale's garbage.
Well, yeah, it was created back in like the 60s when men were like skinny. Like there was no such thing as like weightlifting.
Yeah, like strength training wasn't trendy like it is now.
Like gaining body mass was not a thing.
No.
Like you didn't want to gain body mass. You just wanted to be lean. Like there was no abundance of food. There was no protein shakes, mass gainers, none of that stuff. That was not a thing. So when they created the BMI scale, that's what they created it as. It's like you're a generic man who you would just like progress through life, probably malnourished a little bit, and that's how you look.
Yeah.
You're skinny. So yeah, if you have excess muscle mass, you're going to lean into that overweight obesity scale, depending on what that would look like. Like a lot of bodybuilders, they're obese on the BMI
Definitely.
scale.
Yeah.
So that's going to skew the numbers a little bit. But once you get into that obese scale, chances are you're overweight, you need to lose weight, you're fat. And anything past that is like morbidly obese. And those people, yes, you should be eating clean, being physically active, and doing your best to lose the weight before you just jump into a GLP-1. Because we believe that doing the work, establishing a new lifestyle, creating a new lifestyle that's oriented around your health is what's going to get you to that finish line. The GLP-1 isn't going to get you to the finish line. If you take the shortcut right away, yeah, you might see some results, but you don't have the tools in place to make it sustainable.
Yeah, and then you have to get off of it.
How do you get off of it? Are you staying on it forever? Like, what's your plan?
And there are risks involving being on it.
Yeah, because what it does is it makes you lose weight fast. So anytime you lose weight fast, that's not good. Like,
you have to be eating lots of protein, and even still then, it's not.
Yeah, like you're going to lose a lot of muscle mass, bone mineral density decreases. Even some of the studies that they were doing, people were losing anywhere from 15 to 60% of their total lean mass. That's a lot of muscle.
That's crazy. You don't want to do that.
That's a lot of muscle.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a lot of studies that they were fine, and there were some studies where they weren't fine. So it's like, it's really dependent on the person, it's dependent on your diet, it's dependent on your lifestyle, just like everything. So you can't just like take it as this magic thing to expect that, oh, this is going to be great and there's going to be no problems. There can be a lot of problems.
Definitely.
But that's why it's really important if you do want to change your life, and that this could change people's lives. Like, especially in America, when, like I said, the state of America is we are overweight. The majority of the population needs help, and that's why it's at such like the forefront of society right now, is because of RFK and the administration that is current. They're pushing for health because they're looking at numbers. They see people are overweight. How can we get them not overweight? Oh, we could do this. That's going to help people lose a lot of weight, which is very true. And if you're that type of person that you need to lose a lot of weight, this could help you a ton. Like, I think about Jelly Roll in his story. He didn't jump on the GLP-1s right away. He started working out. He created a lifestyle first. He started working with somebody, and that they did testing, and they found out through testing his insulin was like through the roof. So that was preventing him from like using carbs properly. So he wasn't seeing any results. And he kind of like started microdosing to get that insulin number back down. So then once he and the practitioner, whoever he was working with, got those numbers down, he was able to get off of it and then kind of like continue down the weight loss path. And I think that's like a perfect example of a great way to use it, is to like only use it when you need it. Like, and just enough to make it do something. You don't need all of it all the time forever. It's just a little bit of something to help you. It's like a bit of a boost, like a 5-hour energy. Like you got a busy work day, 5-hour energy get you through the day. But like, it's not something that you can do every day.
Yeah.
But that's my spiel there. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think we need to talk more about them in the actual episode.
Yeah, I have a separate.
Because there's a lot of avenues to go down with this, the peptides and the GLP-1s.
Yeah, we could talk about that a lot more.
Coming soon-ish.
Yeah. It's really bothering me. I can't think of that name. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
You don't know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like a food substance name. Like they're using like herbology type of names.
I have no idea.
Couldn't think of it. Biologics, that's the word they're using. That was that whole spiel. So if you missed that, or if you remember what I was talking about 20 minutes ago, that's the word.
Now we can all relax.
Biologics.
Cool.
So, okay. What else would you like to get into? I have energy drinks, strength training, AI fakeness. Um,
I mean, I think we should get into them all. Maybe we need to do a part 2 because there's a lot there. Energy
Okay.
drinks.
Energy drinks. So I wanted to pull some. I pulled some stats.
These are
on
a hard
energy
no
drinks.
for me. I know everybody was wondering, and I'm gonna share. It's a hard no.
Yeah, we were all really curious
I
of
know.
your adventurous nutrition
I
takes.
mean, it's not that I'm not adventurous. I used to drink a Red Bull every day after high school, like a big one. I don't know what the sizes are, but like the big one.
I see. For me, I like the flavor. I like the taste of.
Oh, me too.
energy drinks.
I didn't know or care anything about the caffeine.
Yeah, like the sour, citrusy, like carbonated sweetness.
Yeah.
Is good.
Yeah, I mean, it's designed to taste good, you know.
Right.
It's full
Right.
of things that will make sure that it tastes good and
Yeah.
make you come back. But in general, I think they're a terrible idea because of that.
Well,
and because of the caffeine content and like the lackadaisical nature of society with the caffeine consumption. Like, I'm sure it's probably like what 7:30 p.m. right now. I'm sure there are people at Sheetz right now buying a Monster.
maybe.
I guarantee it.
Drinking coffee for sure. People are drinking coffee.
Definitely,
right
but I'm sure they're also hitting the energy drinks.
I don't know.
You know, you just get to the gym, you have your Form Energy after a long day of work. It's happening.
You're right. You're right. Getting those evening workouts
Yeah,
in.
it's happening.
Gotta get my pre-workout before my 7 p.m. workout.
Yeah.
That's insane.
So, I think it's a bad idea for a lot of reasons. But go ahead. I know you have a lot to say.
Well, yeah,
You're
so
shaking and yeah, you got a lot to say over there. Looks like you drank an energy drink.
well this is like one of my favorite topics to talk about because
Energy drinks is one of your favorite topics?
yeah, because so many people are doing it.
It's true.
And I think it's like it's a deception of the phrase. Like energy drink. I'm gonna drink this and it's gonna give me energy.
Give you wings.
Yeah. Red Bull gives you wings. And that's just not true. So like a lot of the energy drinks now are 0 sugar. So 0 calories. Some of them might have like 10 calories. But like a lot of them 0 sugar. So they've taken out the energy and replaced it with more stimulants, more vitamins, more flavoring, whatever.
Because what is actual energy? What is the energy that they have taken out?
Glucose.
Which comes from
Sugar.
food.
Right.
Like fruit. Like I could
Yes.
drink orange juice
Yes.
and get that.
Carbohydrates.
Yeah.
That is the body's #1 energy source. That's what we use to break down into particles that make our mitochondria function. And when there is no substance to be assimilating, you're actually just burning more energy.
Yeah, so you can have like orange energy drink, whatever, without any orange in it. Like fruit orange.
Yeah.
You know? It's like,
yeah.
Here's your orange energy drink.
The citrus.
Here it is.
Whatever.
And, yeah, citrus crush
Splash,
or something.
Crush, yeah.
But there's no oranges. There's not an ounce of orange in this drink. No. And it's stimulants and fake things and natural flavors and all of that. Synthetic vitamins. And it's marketed as a health drink, is what's crazy to me.
It's gonna burn metabolism. It burns fat. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, like boost your energy, burn fat, makes you feel great.
Which it does do that technically.
Yes.
But at what cost?
Yes.
So again, back to the energy system of the body. If there's no energy there, carbs, there's no sugar, there's nothing there. It's a 0-calorie drink. You're not consuming energy.
Mm-hmm.
You're consuming a stimulant. Which, what does a stimulant do? A stimulant is going to, we'll say, for lack of better terms, energize the system
Get you all amped
more
up.
abundantly than what it would before.
Yeah.
So it stimulates, which makes you burn more energy than you would if you didn't have the stimulant. So the stimulant itself is making you burn more calories.
Which is seen as a good thing in the fitness industry. That is what they want.
Yeah, because you're burning more calories, your appetite probably decreases, you're not as hungry. That's what caffeine does a lot, especially if you're consuming it in a lot, like high volumes. Like anything over 200 milligrams, you're going to curb appetite.
Which I drink very little caffeine, like even on a weekly basis. And I had no idea the amount of caffeine that, like, quote unquote, regular people drink. Like some of the people that you've worked with and stuff, like the amount of caffeine that they're
600, 800, no problem.
Is insane to me. I'm like,
No
I
problem.
would literally be dead.
Yeah. Yeah. Like 300 milligrams doesn't touch their tiredness.
It's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is not health. And these, like, people like that can be seen as healthy.
Because they're fit.
Yeah. They have muscles.
Look fit.
They have, like, they're strong and they have muscles. Just because you're strong and you have muscles does not mean you're healthy. Just because you're skinny and have abs does not mean that you're healthy. I think that is such a big misconception that, like, if you look good, you're healthy. And that's far from the truth, especially in the fitness industry. Like, think about, like, fitness industry girls. Like, a lot of them have, like, Botox and filler and breast implants and, you know, like, all kinds of toxins that they are existing in and putting into their bodies. But they look good, so they must be healthy, and I want to look like her, so I'm going to follow her and I'm going to listen to her advice.
Mm-hmm.
And if she's drinking 300 milligrams of caffeine before her 7 p.m. workout, then I'm going to try that too, because look at her go.
Yeah, if she's doing it, then I can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, I hope by now everybody knows caffeine has a half-life in your body. It doesn't just go away. It doesn't just wear off. I used to believe that. I used to believe that after my workout, I burned it off. My pre-workout is over. The 300 milligrams of caffeine and the beta-alanine and the creatine and whatever hell else was in that thing that I was drinking, it just all wears off when I'm done working out, and I'm good. Wrong. Like, it takes like 6 to 12 hours, depending on how you metabolize things, for that to cut itself in half. So if you have 300 milligrams, in about 6 hours, you still have 150 working through your body. Your body has to get rid of that. Your body has to filter that out. It's going to take some time to get that out. So if you're chronically, this is why I'm a big proponent of caffeine cycling. You should have at least 2 days off of caffeine. That's going to help reset your adrenal glands. That's going to help you stay sensitive to caffeine so you don't have to get up to 600 milligrams to feel something. You don't have to constantly be consuming 300 just to stay at a flat line. Like, you can have 100 milligrams and be like, ooh, wow, I'm feeling pretty jittery right now at 100 milligrams. Like, if you have 2 days off, that's going to allow your body to cycle that out, get rid of it, get some good sleep so you can wake up on Monday and be like, huh, you know what? I feel pretty good. I don't even need coffee. I don't even need an energy drink. I don't need caffeine. I feel pretty good. But probably going to go to it anyways. But that's the point. You have, like, you want to work that process out. So doing it every day, not a good idea. I drink an energy drink for fun here and there whenever I get, like, a craving. It's just kind of like something that I'll try.
The problem with the energy drinks is the marketing, though. Because they're marketed to seem like a fun and helpful thing, and they taste so good that, like, it's like coffee. Like, you crave it. It's like sugar. It's like
You do crave
anything
it.
that you crave. You're like, ooh, I need my Monster. Ooh, I need my
Which
whatever your
I
energy
think
drink is,
also
Celsius or whatever.
goes back to the zero sugar,
Yeah.
because they're using the artificial flavorings, which are super, super sweet tasting,
And terrible for your blood sugar.
terrible for your blood sugar, and the body doesn't recognize that as like, well, the body recognizes it as, wow, that was super sweet. Can we get some more?
Mhm. Yeah.
And like it, there's not like, you can't tell your body like, hey man, like that was just like fake. Like you, there's nothing that you can compare that to in reality.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and they're seen as like a cool thing, like they're a cool drink. So you have like teenagers drinking these, and I don't think they understand like the risks involved with consuming like high amounts of caffeine.
yeah, and like, I mean, there's just so many things to say about the energy drink space, but not a good idea. It's super popular right now, and I hope people listen to what I was just saying about caffeine cycling and understanding the half life, and like, maybe you wouldn't be so tired all the time if you quit caffeine a little bit here and there, if you stayed sensitive here and there.
Once you, I don't remember if you quit completely for a while or not, but like you were extremely dependent for a period of time to the point where like he was like miserable to be around, like if he did not have coffee in the morning. Like he was like unable to function, like literally.
Yeah.
Like we
Well, I
would
think,
travel and he would be like a zombie, and I'd be like, we have to get some type of caffeine in him, or I'm gonna leave him on the side
well,
of
I
the
think
road.
I was having some health problems there too.
Yeah,
That
which would make sense because then you're, like you are already negatively impacted, plus you're relying on caffeine.
Yeah, my minerals were all screwed up.
For sure.
So I was like overly tired when I shouldn't have been.
Yeah, plus addicted to caffeine.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
caffeine didn't help. I thought the caffeine was helping.
Yeah.
But
Which is
definitely,
what people think.
right, it's not helping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now you're to a space where like you enjoy it and you partake, but like if you don't have it on the weekends, you're like not in like zombie mode.
Hmm. Yeah, I really enjoy coffee. I got that espresso machine,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been really like indulging in the experience of like grinding my beans, and I like fill up my little like cup thing that makes the pucks of espresso, and I like have to tamp it down and make sure it's level. I'm like, do I have enough in there? Hope I need some more, and then put it. I'm like getting into it and like testing it, like, oh, that looks like a good dose, like, you know. So that's kind of fun for me. But even at that, I have decaf coffee. That if I want coffee, and it's not on a day that I should be having coffee for myself, then I'll drink the decaf so that I can still have that flavor that I enjoy without the caffeine. So,
There you go.
Yeah, caffeine is a drug. It should be treated as such because it's very addicting. Has the same it binds to the adenosine receptors in your brain, which is, adenosine is like your fatigue receptor. It tells you that you're tired. So when caffeine comes in, you consume caffeine. Caffeine goes, clicks right onto that and says, "Hey, guess what? You're not tired anymore." Which then just creates, later down the line, an excessive buildup of adenosine, which then, that's when you get into the crash feeling. That's whenever you're like, wow, I'm dragging ass right now. I'm super tired. Why am I so tired? Well, probably because you've been chronically consuming 600 milligrams of caffeine for 14 days in a row, and you haven't been able to sleep right, and you need 800 just to get you through the day. Like, it's just kind of like, it's common sense. It kind of like, it builds up over time, and if you don't nip it in the bud, it's going to become a big problem. So that's my spiel. That's my soapbox
There you go.
of caffeine, which I could go on and on about it.
Yeah.
But So strength training, super trendy right now.
Definitely super trendy.
Yep.
I hate it, but I know that it's good, so I also love it. It's not my favorite. It never will be, I don't think. But it is important, and so I think we should all do it.
Why do you think it's so trendy?
I mean, I think it's just having a moment, just like, yoga had a moment 10 years ago, and Pilates had a moment, and running had a moment. Like, everything's had a moment, and this is just strength training's moment. And I think for good reason. I mean, like, I think all of those things that I named are a good idea, like, to add into your life. But yeah, I think it's just having its moment. This is the time. I also think it's because people who are strength training influencers are often showing their bodies and like selling, like, you can look like me if you pick like heavy weights up and put them down, type of thing. And that's what people want. A lot of times, like, I mean, it happens in other spaces too, but like a lot of runners, let's use that as an example, like, aren't like, look, you can look like me if you run all the time. Like, that's not a thing, typically.
Right.
So I think it's for the...
Nobody, like, right now people are like, I want to look like a runner.
Yeah, nobody says that now.
Yeah.
I mean, they might start to, because being skinny is like in, but...
It's coming back.
It is. But yeah, I think that's why. I think it's just because people want that.
Yeah. I think that I'm going to have an extreme opinion here about strength training.
Okay. I don't know what you're going to say.
I think that over time, I'm talking like 10, 15, 20 years from now, we're going to learn a lot about the strength training trend and what it does to the body, what it does for our longevity, what it does for I'll just say overall longevity. That it's actually not necessarily, not detrimental, but close.
Interesting. Why? I'll stop. I'm done.
No. Not to say that you shouldn't do it. Mm-hmm. But there's the line of excess. There's the line of, like I was talking about earlier with the BMI and stuff, where we're in a phase of, in America at least, we love abundance. We want everything right now as quick as possible, quick fixes. I'm on HRT. I'm eating 700 grams of protein a day with protein shakes and like whatever, just so that I can gain an extra 20 pounds muscle mass. Are you supposed to have an extra 20 pounds of muscle on your frame? Is that extra muscle mass benefiting your longevity? Is that going to get you to 100, 120, 150? Like, what's our criteria of health is what I'm getting at. Like, are we looking at, oh, well, he had a great 80 years. He looked really good. Chuck Norris just died. Perfect example. Chuck Norris, super fit, crazy fit, looks good, kept in shape, but had a heart attack or whatever, and he died. So I'm pretty sure he was vaccinated, so that plays a role in that conversation. But is that like the criteria? Like, oh, he lived a good 86 years. He looked good. He wasn't a burden to anybody. He was healthy, and he died. That's the perfect life. That's health right there. Or is like optimal health, yeah, he lived to be 120, had his wits about him, and he still moved. He still worked in the yard, and he had a good life, you know? Like, what's the criteria of healthy living? Like, what's the end goal? You know what I mean?
I
Like,
think it depends for everybody, but
are we being short-sighted with how we view all of these things?
yeah, and you're right. Like the excessiveness of strength training and building muscle mass is not something we've seen long term in society.
No, we don't know. We don't know the effects of excess muscle mass.
And I'm not like looking to have excess muscle mass. I was speaking from it more of like a longevity perspective, of like maintaining muscle mass as you get older.
Everybody,
but yeah, I agree.
like even sports performance, like people are like training muscles way more than we ever have.
Mm-hmm.
Is that actually benefiting our performance? Is that actually benefiting our biology? Like, is that getting us to the peak performance of a human? You know, like especially in the ways that we're doing it. Strength training, sitting on a machine and doing this for 3 sets of 10, or like until failure, exhaustion, I'm going to blow my pecs out and like I'm going to be sore for 3 days. And like another machine doing this and another machine doing this.
That's why
and
I
like,
hate it.
like if you're going to a gym, you're doing traditional strength training, you're doing this if you're watching on camera. And
so you're pushing,
this,
you're pulling.
You're
like,
in the sagittal plane, is what I'm saying. You're in the sagittal plane. There's no transverse. There's no moving through space. There's no transferring energy from here to there to across the body. We have a fascia system that needs to be expressed from your head to your toe, and from your left hand down to your right foot. Like, it's all connected. You have a fascia system. The muscular system works in that way. So like if we're not training it in that way, we're training it in a sagittal plane, locked in space, we're not traveling, we're not using the fascia system, is that actually benefiting our bodies?
I don't think so. We talk about this on occasion. Like not that there's not a time and place for those type of exercises, but I think if that's what you're doing all the time and you're just like, you know, in and out of the gym and that's it, that's your working out, that's not for me. Like I said at the beginning, I like all of them. There's a time and place for all of it. You're running, or cardio of some sort, biking, yoga, or stretching, Pilates type of calisthenics type of movements, like incorporating weights. I guess that's more of my thing, is like incorporating weights.
So like, again, speaking to longevity, that's my main point about what I'm saying. My strong opinion is like, I'm planting my flag of longevity. That's what I'm talking about. That to me is my criteria. How long did you live and how healthy were you during that process?
Which I totally agree. And it's like something that we've talked about, that I brought up recently at some point on a walk, I think, was, can you get up and down from the floor? Like, as you grow older, are you practicing movements where you can get on the floor and you can get back up? Because what happens? Old people fall down and then they can't get up off of the ground because they never spent any time on the ground. So it's like incorporating such a variety of movements that like I can sit down on the floor and I can get up off the floor when I'm 75 years old. Mm-hmm. And maybe I have like, I'm carrying a weight as I'm doing, like there's so much that you can do other than like deadlifting, benching, and squatting.
Yeah, and even like, so like back to the fascia system, that old person that trains the sagittal planes and like very isolation, like focusing on one muscle group at a time, that's going to affect that person's elasticity and their ability to make a quick step and to adjust their body's position in space when they are trying to catch themselves to prevent a fall. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, I tripped over my own foot and I can't do anything about it because I'm slow and my joints are dehydrated, my musculature is dehydrated, and my system is not integrated, And the only thing I know how to do when I use my quads is a knee extension when I sit in a machine. So like, can I move my foot fast enough to in front of me while also using my left glute and like moving my thoracic spine and twisting? Like, there's so many things
It's
involved.
all connected.
If you had some like fluidity in how you move and your agility and you're light on your feet and you have some quickness to you still, and you're not like so like clunky, that's going to help prevent you from falling, which helps prevent injuries, which helps prevent you from being in a wheelchair for so long, which helps prevent you from getting sick, which helps prevent you from dying.
Yeah, nothing is served well in isolation.
No, we're not an isolated system. So like, why would we think that isolation does us good?
I mean, we think it does us good because just like my knee hurts. Okay, I'm having knee problems. Well, like, what if it's further up or if it's lower? Like, and it's just like...
It's manifesting there.
Yeah. And it's the same way... I mean, we see it all over the place in the way that we exist in the world. It's like, I have digestive problems. Well, you better go to the gastro. Like, I have a sinus congestion. Well, you better go to the...
Ear, nose, and throat.
Yep. Everything is specialized and isolated, which disconnects us from the whole of the body completely.
Mm-hmm.
And here we talk about the whole body system, the whole mind, body, spirit, energetic, physical, across the board. That's what we're about.
Everything works together and you can't separate anything. We are not separate beings.
No.
There's nothing about us that is separate from one another.
Nope. Yeah. That's why I love homeopathy so much too, because there's no isolation. You treat the whole person. You could come to me with heartburn and I'm going to pay attention to that, but I'm not going to just hone in on that. I want to know what happened to you when you were 6 years old and everything.
Yeah. So like, to wrap up my point here,
Yes.
we'll end it with this. As the lay people in society, we look to professional athletes as like peak health.
Mm-hmm.
Football players, peak health. Soccer, rugby, whatever sport that the person is playing. Football is like very like dramatic in America. Like, we love the NFL. Like, we like think they're superstars and everything. We idolize them.
So interesting.
It is. And we think that, oh, they're peak performance, which means peak health, which means that's what we should do. We should all do that. We should all be hang cleaning, power cleaning, doing that type of working out. That's how we should all look. We should all look like that. We should all be like that. And how many football players do you know that are living long? Like, again,
they don't have injuries.
What's the criteria of health? Is it look really good when you're 35 and then feel like shit when you're 75 and die at 80? You know?
Yeah.
Or is it look pretty good at 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, start to just kind of like, okay, you're old now, and then carry that to 100, 120, 125. You know, like what's the number? You know, like if health is at the forefront of, you know, what we're talking about and in society, isn't that like the goal is living longer? Like,
you would think so, but everybody's so...
that's what everybody wants. Everybody wants to live longer and to be younger all the time and to look young all the time. They don't want to age. But like, what I'm saying is you can still age and have a good, happy life if you are healthy.
Yeah, if you have the foundations in place.
Yeah. Because like, you could be 55, 65. You could be retirement age and still look 45 and feel 45.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, like, yeah, I don't want to look like a slug, but like, I would rather feel really good than look really good if I had to pick one.
Yeah, because
And if I
they're
if
not
I
the
can
same.
pick both, then I would rather feel really good and look decent enough. You know, it's
Yeah.
like, and I think you can have both, but I think you have to alter what that looks like and means. It's not going to look like what it looks like on the internet.
Yeah. So I think we're going to find out some things about muscle mass that aren't so good, and the way that we're training the human system that's not so good. And we're gonna change some things. We're gonna realize that, oh hey, you know what? We kind of push things in the wrong direction here, especially when it comes to longevity. Again,
Yeah.
I'm planting my flag of longevity. I'm not really talking about anything else.
Yeah, we always go to the extreme as a society. And
Yeah.
that's what's happening with the strength training and stuff right now, too.
Yeah. So
Cool. We have a lot more
that's
we
that.
didn't get to, but maybe we'll do a part 2.
Yeah, we'll see. So with that being said, thanks for listening, and hopefully we helped you learn something about the topics we discussed, and you can take the information that we provided and implement it into your life, maybe do some of your own research, and yeah, hopefully it was helpful.
Yeah, stay tuned for potential part 2. We have a big list here that we did not get to, but leave us a rating or review, share the show with somebody that you know, and with that, we will talk to you next week.
Bye.
Bye.